This one?
Yes. We have entered the transfer portal.
Enter the transfer portal.
Yes.
What does that sound from?
Wayne's World.
Ah, okay. I probably could have gotten there eventually.
We're going to go back in time. Yeah.
Jalen Smith, the Tennessee transfer, he was a freshman this season, not a starter, but played for Tennessee, has committed to Mississippi State, the linebacker. That is their second such commitment in as many days, right? Or has it been 2 in the last 3 days? Doesn't matter.
It's 2 in the last 24 hours, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, their second linebacker commit,
Because
both of which from the SEC.
Yeah, the Gillette kid committed while we were on air yesterday.
That's right, yeah.
So yeah, within 24 hours. This is one that, I've been talking a lot about State with the idea of they're getting these guys, but who are they getting that helps next year, right? This is a guy that helps next year. This is a guy who makes you better in 2025. He was an all-SEC freshman off of a playoff team. I think Tennessee really wanted to keep him, but he wanted to find a better opportunity, and he got one at Mississippi State. He will, in all likelihood, be State starting what they call a will linebacker, but he can move into the middle as well and spell Stone Blanton there. Good athlete, good football player. This is a guy who makes Mississippi State better next season, and that's something State has been lacking in some ways in this transfer portal. They've gotten some high potential guys that, Kromenhawk is a guy who, maybe in 2026 could play a big role for you. This is a guy who next year should be one of your top defensive players.
So, forgive my ignorance on this. Is he not going to play for Tennessee Saturday night? Is he away from the program?
I think he's done. Yeah.
Do you know possibly why? Because he does play. They
That's
use
a good
him.
question, and I don't know the answer to it. And I don't necessarily know if that's a red flag or not. It's a little odd, but as far as I know, he's been out doing visits all week. He can't have been at practice.
Yeah, true.
So,
and he's not the only one. That is not unique to him.
Right. Georgia's had a bunch of guys go, and Ohio State has had a couple. Penn State has had a couple that we've seen. So yeah, it's the new normal of college football.
The calendar is most certainly broken when it comes to stuff like this. But regardless, like you said, the pedigree is there, and that's the next step, right? So when you go 2-10. Mm-hmm. You are not going from 2-10 to 10-2 in an offseason. I mean, right. Just that is an unrealistic expectation. But if you want to build, right, that's not the right way to put it. If you want to take the next step, you have to build towards it.
Wait, you have to rebuild.
You have to rebuild your program. And a guy like this has the physical ability and the pedigree to help you. Mm-hmm. He has the physical ability that other SEC teams want. And I don't know how many players on that State 2 deep on defense last year had the pedigree and the physical ability to play SEC football at almost any other school in the league. Very few. Yeah.
Smith, Blanton, and Pollock. That's it.
And he went to, what was it, Texas Tech?
Texas Tech.
They're doing a great job in the portal. But
I'm telling you, they
later.
found oil in Lubbock that we don't know about. They got more money than anybody. They're splashing the cash.
Current number 1 portal class is Texas Tech at the moment. Ole Miss is 2.
Interesting that they went 8-4, but they fired their defensive coordinator, so they felt like they had to make a move there, and now they're just bringing in a lot of top talent. They're going to be I think they look at it like this. And we're getting off topic here a little bit, but like, the Big 12 is wide open every year. Mm-hmm. There is no Alabama of the Big 12. There is no Ohio State of the Big 12. You can win the Big 12, and that applies to every team in that conference. Yep. So if you go all in on the portal and you get a big haul, you can be in the college football playoff next year.
No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. But this is the kind of player, Jalen Smith is the kind of player that you can win with. You can build towards where they are trying to get with players with this athletic background.
We talked about it the other day. State safety room right now looks like an SEC safety room. They've got 3-4 guys there that are SEC football players. Now the linebacker room looks like an SEC's linebacker room, right? You've got 3 or 4 guys that are quality players, and you've got some good depth. Got to get the defensive line right. Got to find a cornerback, but you're getting there. And they're going to continue to bring guys in, and we'll see where it takes them. But they got better today for next season with that addition.